Welcome to Outdoors with Roy. I'm here at the McAllen Convention Center where the 2025 McAllen Marathon Scott Crane Memorial Run starts and ends. This year, thousands of runners conquered one of the fastest courses in the country. Coming up on this episode of Outdoors with Roy, we'll have the winner of the McAllen Marathon give us some insight into the race and the course. Also, we'll hear from a McAllen area family who supports their son's dream of participating in the McAllen Marathon. Stay tuned. Finally, the City of McAllen continues to partner with McAllen ISD and other organizations to promote health and fitness in McAllen. We will have that story next. The full marathon winner is a McAllen native who had running the marathon in his own backyard on his bucket list. We caught up with him at the finish line. Here's his story. The stage was set for the 2025 McAllen Marathon Scott Crane Memorial Run at the McAllen Convention Center. More than 12,000 runners and spectators participated in this year's race. This year's half marathon and other races sold out until the marathon organizers opened up a couple hundred more spots to meet the demand of runners who wanted to run in the McAllen Marathon. This year's marathon winner was Angel Ramirez from McAllen, Texas, with an official time of 2 hours, 33 minutes, 50.8 seconds.
Started just to kind of go a little easy and just kind of pace myself, which I got a little excited coming back home and being in front of friends and family. So I think a little bit around mile 16 is when my legs just started to cramp up.
The City of McAllen hosted the 11th annual McAllen Marathon as part of its goal to continue to promote health and fitness in the Rio Grande Valley. But the marathon has also attracted runners from northern Mexico and throughout the state of Texas.
I liked it. This was the first time running this marathon. I had put it on my bucket list since I moved, and I wanted to come back home and run my hometown marathon.
The McAllen Marathon Scott Crane Memorial Run is a Boston Marathon qualifier that includes a 26.2 mile full marathon, 13.1 mile half marathon, 6-person relay, 10K run, 5K run, and a kids final mile.
I would say just come out and do it. It's a fun atmosphere. Definitely enjoyed seeing everyone out on the course, and I think it could be a good competitive marathon in the future.
The first woman to finish the full marathon was Myra Morua with a time of 3 hours, 45 minutes, 9.7 seconds. Registration for the 2026 McAllen Marathon has already started. If you're planning to run next year, register today at themcallenmarathon.com to motivate yourself to start training for next year's race. The McAllen Marathon is inclusive and welcoming to everyone. Since 2019, there's been a young man with disabilities participating in the McAllen Marathon with his wheelchair, thanks to his runner. Here's more on Team Tony and his remarkable journey. Although Tony Segundo is wheelchair bound, just like any marathoner, he likes to go fast and cross the finish line with the same enthusiasm as his running mate Cesar Hinojosa. Tony's mother, Linda Segundo, is on Team Tony and has been by his side all his life.
Tony is 34 years old. He was born with special needs. He had to undergo multiple brain surgeries his entire life. And at one point he did learn to walk. And he was participating in Special Olympics track, and he loved it. And then unfortunately at the age of 14 he became very ill, and at that point he lost the ability to walk. One night I was putting him to bed and he just blurted out, "I miss running," and so thus began our running journey. I think it gives him a sense of independence.
Yeah.
Team Tony.
We're Team Tony.
Linda says after Tony was confined to his wheelchair, he told her he wanted to continue to run. So like any mother would do, she made it her mission to find a way for her son to follow his dream. In her quest, she found a family friend, Cesar Hinojosa, who is an avid runner and excitedly agreed to the challenge.
think we started in 2019 doing it with Tony. This was actually my first full marathon in 2017. But then with Tony, we started the half marathon 2019, and we've been doing it pretty every year since then. It's kind of like we like to kick off the year with this run. I mean, it's always right here at home, so it's nice. It's a great run.
This dynamic duo packs a punch and has a team of supporters who cheer them all the way to the finish line. Linda says without a doubt she is his biggest fan.
We started with 5Ks, and then over the years we've done a multitude of half marathons. We've done a complete full marathon in Washington, D.C. The excitement that he gets crossing that finish line, and he is able to say, I'm a runner, I completed this, is a feeling that I can't even express or put into words how much joy it brings me. And I'm grateful that I've been healthy and been able to do these runs with him.
Hinojosa says he checks on Tony throughout any marathon, but Tony just tells him to go faster and let's finish.
I'm so thankful that I can say I'm healthy. My legs can do this, and this is great satisfaction. I mean, this is what running is about. Lending my legs to him and seeing how joyful and how proud he is to finish this type of races. And this is seeing his smile at the end of the race is my greatest, reward.
Tony's special running wheelchair is very heavy and difficult to maneuver, especially when you're trying to race down the road. Linda says it's an act of kindness she'll never be able to repay Cesar.
I think every time there isn't a race, it doesn't go by that when I see those people coming, that they didn't have to do this, and they do it out of the goodness of their hearts. They risk injury, they train countless hours. It is very difficult to push a chair without the momentum of your arms.
Linda says thanks to Team Tony for supporting his dream of running and the McAllen Marathon for being inclusive to every runner. She's able to see her son fulfill his passion. The City of McAllen hosts the McAllen Marathon, but it's all the community support that makes it possible. With more than 5,000 registered runners and thousands of school children from the McAllen Independent School District participating, the McAllen Marathon Scott Crane Memorial Run is growing every year. This event is driven by community sponsors who are dedicated to health and fitness. Rio Grande Regional Hospital and the Outpatient Rehabilitation Center were on hand at the exhibit hall, providing information about their services for runners and their injuries.
As we all know, McAllen is the highest city in the state with high diabetes and other morbidity rates. And Rio Grande Regional Hospital wants to participate with the community, wants to get a healthier McAllen. And what a better way than to help with a run, a 5K marathon, group marathon, whatever it may be. We're here to support our community.
The City of McAllen and McAllen ISD once again partnered up to promote health and fitness in McAllen with the McAllen Kids Marathon, now also on its 11th year. In September, thousands of McAllen students run their first mile in the citywide kickoff event. Throughout the school year, students run the remaining miles in their PE classes or on their own. They then run the final mile at the marathon, with family and friends cheering them on along the way. The University of Texas Rio Grande Valley sponsored the Kids Final Mile, which helps them connect fitness and education with the RGV's premier institute of higher learning.
So UTRGV is always going to be a big sponsor and supporter for this big race that McAllen hosts, mainly because we, as University of Recreation, our mission is to promote active and healthy lifestyles, which McAllen does a great job with this race for all ages.
If you would like to join the community partners in the future, contact the McAllen Parks and Recreation Department. They're always looking for sponsors. If you would like to join any of the McAllen Marathon running series, register today at McAllenMarathon.com. Here are the events and dates. They also have nice swag at each race. That wraps up another edition of Outdoors with Roy. If you would like to participate in the McAllen Marathon Scott Crane series, please register at McAllenMarathon.com. For the City of McAllen, I'm Roy Cantu.